Okay, ready, friends, for our final session? Good morning. How is everything? How are you? I hope you're listening to me well. Can you see the screen and
Good
everything's
morning,
working?
teacher.
Okay. I guess I have some experts online on camera on our show today, in our class. And then we have the conclusion. The idea that by 10, I can show you some of the grades. Okay, Christian, good morning. But man, I know you're working, so let's speak about if you are going to speak about, in this moment, about the conclusion of the course, some questions, the blue diagram, the exam, okay. But maybe if you're working, I would like you to have your concentration on what it is. Now, I know you're paying attention, if you can fit in one of the points. Let me start with this last reflection about how learning should be for all your life and not only for a moment. And in this moment, morning, I was watching some of the videos. I mean, I already watched them by the moment you got them on my email. But now is the moment to give you the feedback. I'm going to show you the grade. Wait a minute. Which is here about the videos. Giancarlo, Maria Paula, Magdalene, you got it. Tatiana, and the people who send me the video, you already have your grade today. I mean, in this moment, you will see it in the Excel, or don't leave this session before knowing that. The rest of you, I guess you will have to participate today on camera, speaking about the conclusion, or we will have to get into agreement about how to create a video maybe from today for tomorrow, because I would like to upload the grades in the system tomorrow. Okay, I get back to the agenda just to have an order. And learning for what? Autonomously, for yourself, I should say. The answer, for what? For whom? For yourself, nobody else. And yeah, and then you know a lot of things. You shouldn't be jealous about knowledge. You have to share it with the world. Now, after 16 weeks, I'm using Laura Michelle's sample of this part of her diagram as a matter of connecting. One of the conclusions of the course is that you learn and you reflected a lot about autonomous learning. But now is the time to reflect about how to put the authors, Noonan, Hawley, Little, Benson, blah, 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 and how to appropriate the years more or less, or in the timeline, understand how they work. She's mentioning Dickinson, one of the points in the exam. I took it exactly from there, and Little. And this is like the reference, something just to conclude also. I hope you have recognized the way to make the academic reference according to APA. So you start with the last name, Burgos, for example, Christian, and then the year in brackets. The title, and then the year. But it's different if it is a slider presentation or a YouTube reference, but it's just to get familiar with this. Little, David, et al., it means that it was not only Little, but many other people. I know, in the 2003, the year, and if you have the publishing house, the editorial publishing house. Okay, now today, June the 8th, in this session, basically we will speak about grades, numbers, percentages, assessment, something that I don't really love. I love assessing, I love evaluating, but I don't like giving you a 3 or a 4 just because. I don't like to give you a grade. I like you to be reflective about that. That's why I show you a lot of rubrics and to explain. I have a 5, but why a 5? I have a 3. Because of this, I was was lacking something in my oral expression, or the graphics was like copy and paste from many spaces. So tell me if you don't agree with one of the grades, and I can tell you why so, why not, okay? Just to understand. And in the agenda, I continue. So we have too much noise. Wait a minute. Around. I have to close the window. Now, third term, remember, is the value is worth 40% of the semester. So that's why every time I show you, this is 10. This is 10. Not in the term, not el quarter, but in the semester. For example, the oral presentation task, it's about 10%. The exam, we can discuss about the exam today at the end, or in the people opening the camera. What do you think about the exam? We can discuss about the answers, why some of them were like memorizing, some others were reflective, but it's only 10% of the semester. Number 2, number 1 is the individual grade. I hope you participate today on camera, or at least send me a video today. So I'll have to close this grade. It's based on the infograph, but not everybody's working on the infograph. Closing session. Number 2 is exam, last week. And the reflection work is the digital portfolio. I'm going to start with this, with the digital portfolio. I'm going to take some screenshots, some photos, sorry, to the chat. Right now, please, especially those people that participated, the people who activated the digital portfolio forum, where I remember Juliana and Edgar, you know, Laura Michelle, those people, I mean, and the rest of you, you will have, if you participated until this moment, hasta esta clase, hasta este puntico, before 9, please send me your self-evaluation in the private about the digital portfolio. If you didn't send it to me, sorry, no self-evaluation. I will have to use this exactly rubric. Look, wait, this is the rubric. This is the element we have for the portfolio. Look, some points for representation, the sections, if you're using the theory. So if you're using this, I would say, for example, Edgar, you see, for something, look at this square and give me a self-evaluation, okay? Everybody, I hope this in 2 minutes, and then we start with the experts online on camera. You see, this was a process of the whole semester, and it started like in the first or in the second week that I asked you, okay, what is your learning profile? Last week, I hope that you were constructed the more academic, finishing the semester paragraph or text about your learning profile and many things in the portfolio. The sections are this, so make like a checklist. If you think that you included the section, sorry, it's here, sorry. The last one.
Teacher, our self-evaluation we send you in the chat.
If you put your screenshot, if you put the link of your presentation in the forum, I will see it in this moment. I will put the Moodle in this moment. If you put it, self-evaluation. If you didn't put it, just wait. Okay, this moment, I'm waiting for the chat so I can continue, please. Put it in the private message, it's better. Teacher, I deserve, and I can see the name, and I can start taking the pictures. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to compare your self-evaluation with this criteria, and I can tell you yes, no, yeah, but I saw the process through the semester. Through 16 weeks, I more or less know who is who. So up to this point, bueno, alguno legalmente me puede decir, pero es que junio 8 se acaba a las medianoche. Okay, but if you have the portfolio now, if you put it in the forum, if you put the screenshot, and then you make the comment or comments on 2 classmates' portfolios, dear Laura, dear Esteban, dear, you see? In that case, maybe you can have the right to have a self-evaluation. Can we continue, please? 2 minutes. I'm waiting in the private chat, please. Send it to me. I'm going to show right now the Moodle, just to have an overview, who's there. But I saw through the week, because I have an activation in my email, who participates, what time. Don't worry, I don't have it at my midnight. But I more or less see when you participate in the forums and what you have to do or anything else. So I'm showing you the Moodle, but I resolve questions in this moment. I can answer your questions, pose them, and we continue in a minute.
Teacher, you are mute.
Your microphone.
Hi. Thank you. Como siempre tengo esto. Thank you. No, I was just saying that if the people want to participate about this, about the debate, like in 5 or 10 minutes, that can be worth your oral, your report of the 10%. But it's basically answering the questions from your perspective, academically, using theory. Okay, just to know, si me pongo 3, 4, 5, why? You have to understand your points, your sections. Take some time, take some minutes to analyze this. Yeah, wait a minute. And yes, I guess The parts, I don't have to really show you the parts again, but you know, cover, it says in the presentation, total of sections. I already explained the total of sections. We're not gonna waste time on that. Well, chat. Okay, yeah, but anyways, you put your link, and I hope you participated. So give me a number. I mean, you only missed that last step of putting the screenshot. So it was easy in the Moodle, in the forum to see, this is Jair Stevens. But when then, anyways, it's there. We have to click on it. That's what I'm going to do today, you see. I click on it, and I make the function, just a comment, for example, Edgar Esteban. It's okay, but general comment, maybe, a little bit of too much text, and some of the buttons were not working, but this is my work today. Okay, for example, Jair Stevens, he gave me a number. Okay, and then I compare. The buttons are working, the links are working. Okay, I see the process sections. I have the grade. Yes, I agree. Or no, I have to lower or maybe put it up. You understand the process of today's about the portfolio? It's a lot of self-evaluation. And I continue here. No, but the self-evaluation is about the portfolio. Of course, yeah. If you haven't sent it, no right for self-evaluation. Is it clear for everybody? Okay, now pictures and continue. One, two, three, four, 5 people so far. I appreciate your honesty. As you can see, it's a process. It's not like just give a grade just because. Okay, 5, 6 people have sent it in private. Thank you. Yes, my friend, but you don't have to send it the portfolio in this moment. No, you have to put it in the Moodle, you see, and make comments and make critical about the other portfolios, so I can give you a grade. No, before I don't want to check it in this moment because it's not the time for checking portfolios right now, but to self-evaluate 16 weeks. You got it? More pictures. Wait a minute. That makes like 12 people. Casi 12 me están dando ya. Okay. Some people explain and gave a reason. That's okay. Pilates escribe en English siempre con capital letter. Because it's a language and nationality, always with capital letter. English. I can think in English. Okay. References. Good. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I agree. Edgar, let's see. That was just an average, but maybe I can give you an extra point, Mr. Gomez. And you have the time right now, Sergio. You can do it simultaneously before 10, before the class finishes at 10, I guess. So why not, Sergio? And Gabriela Adames. If you say, Sergio, that you're going to see 2 or 3 and make comments, send me the grade right now because maybe you put your link there. It's there, so on time. You got it? More. And we continue. Okay. Good reasons. Yeah. And I know some people deserve the 5. I just wanted to see how you see yourself critical, or you say, oh, I worked, I did it, I made it. Okay, now, wait a minute, show you the other screen for a second. But I'm listening to you. You have any questions or problems or comments to the private, use the chat or use your microphone. Okay, wait a minute. Ms. Montoya, just wait. You're missing there. And I love autonomy, don't you? Okay. I know, man. Low, up. I would say put it a little bit up. Depends on the quality. Maybe it can be lower, Mr. Omonasit. Okay, stop so far. I'm not gonna see the chat in this moment, but you can tell me later. Michelle, wait. And I would like to take some time to give an example of the Excel. So far, of course, it is not concluded. I just wanna show it to you to understand the percentages, the formulas, and everything. Now, this is what I expect now in the coming 10-15 minutes, so we can conclude today's session. Maybe, yeah, before 10. Are you seeing the screen? Sorry to take some examples, of course. But for example, if it is a V, it means that I got the video in my email. I just have to give you the feedback. I guess 2 or 3 of those people, I have to change the grade because they already received it. But I saw all of those videos. I saw them this morning. I have the ideas fresh. I have my comments. So wait for it. Wait for it. Clear? Questions about the first 10%? Let's wait. No questions so far. In the second column, we have now the portfolio. I'm going to make valid and validate, of course, what you send me right now. More pictures about the self-evaluation. And let's see if it is right. If you say 4, but there is only a week with 2 spaces and this is not very like I saw hard work, forget about the 4. I'll have to put it lower. Okay, just want to make you more aware of your own process. Okay. And now, anything else? Now the last one is about the exam. So during the next debate, some people on camera, we can discuss some of the questions. If you agree, why this answer, why I can show you the 15 questions with the questionnaire and everything. Let me know. I'm gonna leave the Excel for 2 minutes so you can take your screenshots and do your math. Remember just to know the formula. This is half. This is like 50% de esta nota. 50%, 25, 25 para sacar esta notica del tercer corte. But actually, the final grade would be divided in 30%, 30%, and 40%. The formula is already there. Por 30, por 30, por 40. Yeah, cool. Of course, I have to change these V's. So far, questions? Mm-hmm. I got it, Tatiana. I got it, Andres. You get what you deserve. Yeah, creativity. Que son el mismo nivel de la palabra Solano. Effort and creativity. Creative is an adjective. It's okay, it's okay. No, Magdalene, thank you. I saw this process. Yeah. Well, anything else? Agenda? What is the idea? Today, at the end of the day, maybe 6 p.m. I hope I can send you this Excel finished. So maybe you can have the time to make complaints or comments, corrections on the system. Okay? Prove? Prove? I don't got it. Check your spelling. No, but man, I told you you're working. We see evidently you're busy. And I know you're aware of the responsibilities. Yes. I sent an email yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember, Christian. So check it maybe. To your reply about fight, I guess. Yeah. And Mariana would like to talk to you if you're around. I haven't seen the participants yet, but people can talk to her. Okay, I guess that is like general info. Yes, I know, man. I read your email. No more chat this moment. Okay. Ojeda, take it easy, Ojeda. Let's see, because sometimes people get mad when they see a 1.4. Let's see, Ojeda, where you are. Where you see the 1.4, Magdalene. I'm talking to Magdalene, so I can conclude the Excel now. What is the 1.4 that you're telling me? Just one example. I can do this with the, can't do this with 54. Right, Magdalene? Is it clear? Are you concerned? Are you worried? I hope no. Okay. You stress me. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Next step here. What is here according to origin? Yeah. Somebody remember? I do have some experts about the conclusion of the course. Can anybody tell me something maybe about this? If you haven't, if I haven't seen you through the semester, maybe somebody can open her camera by telling me a few minutes, and some people go adding to the program, let's say. But it's the idea to see not only Christian and Oscar Pulido on camera, but more people adding, especially those who have nothing on the 10%. Somebody to say this to start the conclusion of the course. Sarah, what are you going to say? Wait a minute. Just to take an example. Give me a break. Oh my gosh. Okay, I hope Sarah Daniela can speak now. Maybe she will open her camera so we can speak about this, her reflection about the image I showed her. I showed to the group, I mean. There it is. So no? Nothing you want to say?
Yes, teacher.
Wait a minute, because what is the requirement? No, it's not a desire of teacher Oscar Pulido. No, it's something that is required by the faculty that we need to see you eventually through the semester. Where are you? No, in the camera, Sarah?
Yes,
okay.
Teacher.
How are you, Sarah?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, no matter if you, wait a minute, no matter if you are not speaking, you can just switch your microphone. And what is the idea? That with your gesture, I see that you are paying attention to this coming 10 minutes. Do you agree? You just say, yes, okay. I agree, I don't understand, according to the questions. You don't have to be an expert in this moment, okay? Maybe, Kristen, okay. If you want to speak, you want to say something, but now. Sarah, tell me something about the image, about this reflection, let's say meme, whatever you want to call it.
I think it's important to include different ways to work and improve our learning process using resources and tools that maybe we don't know, and maybe experimenting on extra resources.
Okay. And in your case, how do you consider learning? How do you like learning? How do you consider learning in your life?
I think I use a lot the visual content, and I like to look up the information on internet, and as I said before, on visual content, because I think that I learn more in this way, because it provides me graphic pictures, images, and yes, I think it's better for me.
Do you or Christian or somebody remembers, maybe can reminds me, somebody that mentions long life learning, one of the authors of the course maybe? And we continue with the info here.
I think was Benson. I don't remember.
Probably, yeah. What is the name of our main author of the year of this? Let's say 16 weeks in a semester, we were working with a main book. What is the name of the book, the author?
I think it's David Noonan with the 9 steps.
He's very important, but no, like the main book that I told you, this is the course that we need to have, like from the beginning of the course, don't you remember? Something about Benson, maybe. Okay, oh, it's yes. Okay. Now, maybe tell me something about this. Today, after 16 weeks, learning for what? In your case, Sarah, learning for what? In your case of professional modern languages teachers and languages teachers, you know, facing a reality in our country, education, pedagogy, all of that stuff. Okay, it's not autonomous in your life, autonomy, but autonomy in the role of a future language teacher. Say something.
Maybe I think autonomous learning for my student role and in a future as a teacher. So yes, this course helped me to understand better strategies and resources that I could use in this moment as a student and in a future implementing on my teacher's life.
Yeah, do you think that you as a teacher or you teachers, future teachers, are you example? Are you model? Are you a role model for your students?
Yes, I think, because in the way I show them the way in I learn, they could follow me, follow my strategies.
Okay, I'm going to give you the grading like in some minutes, Sarah, as we continue speaking. But based on this, it's like 3 criteria. 1, like the content. Number 2, your body language, how you express, how you see, you understand? Oi, Christian, what are you doing there? You're kind of busy. This is extreme, you know? No, I'm just kidding. And the last one about the graphics, but well, I just saw your graphic that you created, that you sent to me, and I asked you, what are you going to do with this? But we can discuss. If you don't agree with the grade I'm giving you, you can tell me, no, teacher, I deserve something higher because my graphics in my infogram is very good, and we can discuss it after the recording, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Next one, about this. Just maybe you discuss the first one, but someone who would like to say, maybe Sarah, someone, one of the authors, one that starts with H, one of the definitions, or maybe Noonan or Benson, what is learner autonomy? Somebody? And the last one, maybe because the second one, it was evident in the forums, and you know what the environment and everybody creating the infogram, and you know that based on little. We can talk about the first one, and or based on an author, or number 2, based on your conception of what is a work plan, what is it important in an autonomous course or in an autonomous conception of the learning. 2 questions, 3 questions to discuss. We go concluding. Tell me. In the last part, I'm going to show you the questions, the questionnaire of the exam. If somebody wants to participate, say something. Well, tell me. No, sorry, this is another one. We already had our last exam. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. So maybe Sarah is having an issue with internet or something. It's okay. From here, are you seeing the screen? Yeah, you are. Now, let's take this part out. And if you want to know, each point was worth 1 point out of 15 points, but then let's say the conversion was out of 5. If you don't agree with one of your answers, I can show you in the Moodle just to go concluding. Keep that into your mind that it was some of them memorizing, but basically more reflection. You don't agree with, no, teacher, you don't. Why did you assess only memory? Come on, guys. It was only like 1 or 2 questions, like the specific name of the author. The others were like more interpretative. For example, this one. This has nothing to do with theory, but it's something about reflection of your daily base as an English learner and as an English future teacher or active teacher. You understand? It's not always theory about this exam, but I hope nobody wants to say anything. Some people will be glad to have the grade today. But definitely, in the last part, if nobody's speaking in this moment, about the portfolio and about the teaching philosophy, one of the parts, because that was one of the agreements, and I wanted to show this. Are you seeing it? Yes, you are. I'm just gonna put it as a background. This person already has a grade and the rubric, just to have an idea of a little bit of body language, but later, you know, at the beginning, she's using some of the introduction, oral in terms of content, the creativity of using some images about the diagram. She appears in some part of the video, but not in everything, but it's not mandatorily, no? And I'm just gonna leave you in the last seconds, probably the conclusion. Okay. By defining question number one from the debate, but I only had it with Sarah a little bit. Okay. Sorry, in the diagram. About question number one, like, what is learner autonomy? And is integrated with the interactive classroom, motivating, pleasant environments. The role of technology was essential in many weeks. We learned. It was not a class of theories of learning and teaching, but you learn something about CALL, computer assisted learning, with this theory about primary resources. Yes, guys, I hope you don't have any questions, but you can pose them anytime. What can I do for you in this moment? Somebody dares saying something or writing something? Melissa, no, I'm gonna take your picture again. Yeah, but based on some criteria, sorry you were late, I understand the connectivity issues. Okay, Melissa, I got it. The last part, I guess, I'm showing you the Moodle. Something in the forum and something about the diagram. And that would be a little bit my conclusion. There it is, our platform, our UGC Moodle. In many things, it was useful, you know, quizzes, deliveries, communication, and week by week, just to have an overview of what we did. This is last week, almost the same that I'm showing you. And I hope now maybe you can use this. Somebody, if you want to take your 10% in this moment, or right now, I am allowing in the course of the day, 2 people, only 2, to create a video about this diagram. 2, no more than 3-minute videos. I'm talking about the people who don't have the 10% of individuals report. You can attach your previous infogram. You show the infogram. Oh yeah, learner autonomy, and then you speak about this. Let's see. Who raised the hand? Yeah, that the subjects have. Eventually, we are tending more for a student-centered practice, but the role of the teacher is definitely important to learn and to teach autonomy. Okay. No volunteers. So we can conclude with this by showing you your forum, which is on week 16, this assessment week. And look, some people were participating even today before the class. And as I told you, I'm just validating the grade you send me according to the rubric on the self-assessment. I'm not talking about self-assessment for the final grade of the course. No, it's only 1% of the 20% of the portfolio. And I'm just seeing here. I just a comment, sorry to correct this, just to take an example, because many people send email like this, and this is also English class. Good night is to say goodbye. So when you want to say hello, you say good evening, or just hello. That's easy, okay? Maybe at the end you can say, como despedida, good night, si es por la noche. But of the rest, you never say hello, good night. Sorry, but it's okay, it's okay. Look, this guy followed the recommendation. He took a screenshot and put the link. What I'm going to do is to click on it, not right now, don't worry, Juan Esteban, but later when the class concludes, and I see, the buttons, but Juan Esteban told me that 3, no, this man deserves higher. That is what I'm going to do today. Questions, I guess, and many people. And then you came back like the next day. You can still participate today because legally the deadline is today, June the 8th, junio 8, and today finishes at midnight. You got it? So legally you can tell me, no, teacher, I said before the class, but well, you can do it today. And those people who don't have the chance of self-evaluation, you just have to wait, maybe here or in an email. I will send you today or tomorrow the grade with the grade of your portfolio of this 20%. Para no escribirla encima, because I don't want to make it so public. But anyways, you will see the exam, the Excel later. that was what caught my attention about Rick and Morty, something like that. Well, organize this process that you take the time to do your pictures with the correction and then the other version. Well done. You see? And almost like from 34 students, I saw more or less, I have the records here in the system, but I saw from the 34, like 25 people actively participating responsibly. The others, you have today, I guess, to upload your portfolio. Many of you use Wix, but it was not mandatory. And well, guys, I just have to thank you. According to this, I can see a good and a lot of good effort and continuous reflection. You know, this class was not really difficult. Probably it was one of the easiest lessons or classes that you will ever have. But I hope the many resources, theories, and the constant reflection could be useful for you to become more autonomous. Because, well, this is my master about, this is my major, my specialization is about this, autonomous work. So I really love speaking about this. For some people say, but this is like easy to say, but difficult to make. But I would say that as a language learner of English, Portuguese, French, and improving my English, autonomy is the only key that makes the perfect, that makes the master. In my case, when I see myself through the mirror, the reflection in the mirror, or recording myself, listening to my voice is the only way that I can improve in a language, let's say, goal of improving. So I hope that can be a reflection too, that you teach how your students can be more autonomous. When you face a group, not only teach verb to be, animals, sit down, pronunciation, book, page number 13. No, how they really are motivated, but how autonomous they are ready for the class. Evidently here from the 34 people, I see many autonomous people. Some of you already dependent on the teacher. Thank you so much, I guess. Look, 9:44. Nobody else is opening today the camera. I guess only Sarah Arias was the only one, and we saw Christian got stuck there or something. I know, but he's listening. Well, can I help you with anything else? Sara Granados, just open your microphone.
Yes, teacher. Can I maybe obtain the grade for open my video or something like that? Talk about maybe a reflection about this course or something like that?
But wait a minute, you haven't participated, you don't have any, by the moment you don't have a grade, right?
Yeah.
So let's do something. That can be, you can create a no more than 3-minute video. You have today or tomorrow to send it to my email, please. Something similar as we saw with Magdalena, you know, you appear a little bit, you show the infogram, your original infogram. You can put the blue diagram from the Moodle, and you base your conclusion of the course on the blue diagram, on the concepts. If you agree, that can work as your 10%, for example. Because I said, let's say 2-3 people about the blue diagram. So yeah, that's it. I just have the better reference of blue, but you can transform it in any color. I just have the color of blue reference because in the Moodle and of the semester, you saw it in blue. It's circulating about that. Efficacy, self-efficacy. Lovely. Yeah, great.
Yeah, about like the empty course, right?
Yes.
Well, so can I send you by email?
Yeah, that's what I said. You send it to my
Yeah.
email and you wait for the feedback maybe tomorrow, you know?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
No problem. Remember, guys, today at the end of the day, 6 p.m. Uy, Laura Alejandra. By 6 p.m., I will send you a screenshot with the Excel with the grade so far. But remember, through the chat, we can go uploading. Maybe at midday, I take another screenshot so I can go uploading the grades with the feedbacks. And maybe tomorrow in the afternoon, I can put it in the system. I'll upload it in the Sistema de Gestión Académica UGC. All right? Is it clear for everyone?
No, teacher. Please.
No, Sebastian?
I have a question. What we need to do with the portfolio today? So
Say it
we
again.
need all, yeah, all we need of us, we need to do a video. All
A video.
video. Sorry.
I was just asking some people to create a video because I didn't see them on camera in the last weeks. But portfolio is different. That's a great that its deadline is today.
Okay, so the participation of today. So for the people who not participate, what
I was
happened?
waiting. Look, it's 9:47, and I was here at 9:05 waiting for you to speak. The only one was Sarah. So if you didn't participate today, we finish at 10. What should I do? Okay, a picture from Daniel, and I continue listening to you. Or is there any proposal to send me a video today, maybe tomorrow? Because I'm telling you, I'm concluding the semester tomorrow. We are. What should I do, Sebastian? Should I include you as the other person that I talked before about the conclusion of the course? I said 2 or 3 people. Maybe you can be one of those.
Well, I thought participation was today, so I was waiting for participate, but
Man, but I said like 5 times, people open the camera. We still have now in this moment 12 minutes. Open your camera and speak. Show me your defending about the blue diagram. Show me your defending about the conclusion. I'm waiting, but look, it's 9:48 and I was supposed to see you at 9. I usually saw Christian and Sarah.
okay.
Jair Steven, okay, number 2. But I only said 3 people, you see, about the conclusion of the course. So recapitulating, Jair Steven and who else? I just spoke with some minutes ago with whom? Steven Rodriguez. Hi, Sarah Barrios. I'm going to write the grade in a second. But the videos, I was speaking with whom? Hey. And you remember? Was it Sara Granados? No, you already have it. Hi, Kenya. Look at the time. I asked you for that like 30 minutes ago. Please, before we go, Jair Steven and who else told me that was gonna create? Sebastian, maybe?
Sorry.
Probably.
What teacher?
What should I do?
I don't know. So
I've been waiting for 4 weeks, 5 weeks for you, not only Sebastian, but you guys, to talk, to open your camera, to send me videos. But you're waiting for the last day, week 16, in one day to give me a solution. You're not gonna have a 5, of course, but you have some grade. You don't wanna have a 0 just for creating an infogram. No, you have to defend something on camera or in a video. I'm asking you like solutions. I should conclude the course now, sorry, that's it. But particular cases, maybe after the recording. Please check your microphone, Sebastian. Man, just to conclude, please. Jair Steven and who else told me? Was it Sara Granados? Or she left?
Yes, teacher. No.
Oh, sorry. You too, right? Sara Granados
Yes.
and Jair. I wait for your videos later tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow at the end of the day can be. Maybe exception you too. Right?
how many people?
Man, I said 2 or 3, and we already have Jair and Sarah. And I said, Sebastian, yes or no? Should I include
Okay.
you? 3. Okay, Sebastian, that's it. 3 people, and that's it. No more videos to wait for this week. Remember, Giancarlo, Maria Paula, Magdalena, Tatiana, this moment, I'm sending you the feedback about your previous week's video based on the infogram. And, well, go concluding. Start again with the initial image or meme that I took from wherever, from the internet, from the website and the social media, about the motivation of keep on learning, not only English, but keep on learning how to learn, keep on learning on how to know and recognize yourself as the only one responsible and the most important of your own learning. Guys, thank you so much. We're not gonna cry or anything, but that's been 16 weeks. That has been, yeah, including virtually and the changes in pandemic from face to face. It was a challenge, but thanks God, let's say, this class is directed for you to work like remotely, independently, autonomously. So it's like a big coincidence. I did a plan like this, but it worked for so many people. Let me know your comments or impressions, maybe through an email or with the monitor, but I will be out of the contact with the monitor maybe out after Friday when you see your grades. That's gonna be it, okay? Comments and complaints, maybe Thursday, Friday on the system if you don't see your grade or if there is something wrong with your final grade. But remember, today and tomorrow I will be sending you screenshots with the Excel. No, Valentina, too late. Sorry. Maybe if you wanna, if you quickly have 1 more minute, maybe about something else, tell me. That would be 3, 2, 1. Valentina Solano. I was waiting for you. Now I thought you were going to speak, but it's 9:52 and I haven't seen you. So Solano, 3, 2, 1. Video about, not about the conclusion, but about. Okay, let me know later. The rest of you, have a nice day. See you around. I hope in the university maybe one day.
Thank you,
Next
teacher.
semester, maybe in January, everything gets back to normal. And I'm glad to have known most of your insights about the type of people you are. You are nice people, terrific students. See you around. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.
Teacher, have a nice day.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.